So my name is Srinivasa.
I'm
Uh,
Ujjwal.
yeah. So we had this idea. This is about Mitra app. So before going into the slide, I want to know what is this app about, because a lot of people get confused when you get into the slide. So this Mitra app is nothing but it gets into it's like an AI health companion. Your language, your AI companion, and your health. See what happens with our this present lifestyle is we don't get an edge. Like for example, any thing that you're having in your health. Like for example, we have wearables. It will only tell about the heartbeat and how much you need to run and those kind of things, and it doesn't tell you about your diabetic things or any what is your health condition and those things. So what we are trying to make is we want to make it an AI health companion where it keeps telling to the user what he needs to have and what he needs to take food and what kind of a diagnostic it is happening in his health, all those things in a holistic way. So it is this is our main concept. So how it would happen is, first thing we would try to make the profile of the user. So the concept why it has came is, see, I'm a diabetic mother and every this one, right? They get into what of things is we get into a lot of noise, like okay, take this diet, but when we take about any health or any this one, it is always like each person is different. So it all takes those things into the consideration, and it actually curates an AI health companion where it customizing and to given the exact solution that which is required. So let's go to the first part. So as I told you, this is a problem statement. It's a very huge. So what you can say is users forgot to log measure. No look gets inconsistent. So food confusion. So they have a lot of food confusion is there, but not culturally relevant diet feedback. For example, they would give a feedback like, okay, take this kind of a food, which is not at all available in our Indians. This one also, right? So like that. And overloaded doctors and accessibility gaps. Most use are English only. So we actually wanted to make it into a native also, so that it goes into a tier 2, tier 3 market as well. And trust and safety concerns. Yeah, so they actually AI device often blurs into diagnosis. For example, a lot of diagnosis what the doctor gives, they get into a lot of confusion, but it gives you in an easy way that what they will be understandable for them. So fragmented self-tracking. So users juggle multiple apps, wearables, and web reports. But as we already mentioned, it will be a holistic thing that it will give a proper guidance like that. Instead of having so many things, we are making it holistic to integrate all those things.
So the solution that we are offering is about. In simple terms, what you can imagine is like let's first start with the what has happened since AI has arrived. AI, what I see is as that it solves the scaling problem. We already had the technology, now it is democratized since intelligence is now commoditized. It's like you have access, everyone can have access to a personal assistant that has so much of knowledge. So before you would have to go to the doctor every time for clarification on even basic things, and doctors are already so overloaded. So this, with the AI invention, it is possible that every single person can have a personalized assistant who is so much knowledgeable. So this we are connecting the dots and bringing AI to every smartphone, and at scale, it is. I mean, it's not just the prime cities or the highly educated people who can interact. Now, it is possible even for people from rural parts of the country who are not so proficient in language or using mobile interfaces. They will also be able to have access to this information because AI now really makes it possible.
Yeah, so the same thing, I think we have already talked about it, but we can just go through something like what is the key features that you're going to get in. So like health meaning engine goes beyond numbers to explain which reading means for what users. So what are the lifestyle risks and what is the next steps? We are in prototype stage. I think we are still in the prototype stage. And the first and other thing that I want to talk is we were talking with a lot of health things, like for example Ramya and all, we are having a meeting with them. So we are also trying to get in more doctors. See, my brother is also doctor, so he's also giving his advice. So the same thing, we want to have a health partner also, so that we can, this is a model that we want to push it from the clinical, from the medical side, and from the user base, like normal user base, where we can use it. So the subscription wise, that, see, as we said, we are in the prototyping stage only. So this is, it involves both a normal subscription model, and another one, the revenue model, is to do with the labs and diagnostic labs and those things. And third is the corporate wellness. So this is our competitive edge. So this is what we are into. We are, as we already mentioned, that product is still not there. We are into prototyping stage only. So this is how we are thinking this wireframes part. So this is how it looks like. So for example, user would not get into too much of into, as we said, a lot of noise is there, right? So the same thing, like he gives you that these kind of nutrition, how is it is, how is his insight is, and you can give these kind of suggestions. So I think that's it. Okay, fine. So this is our pictures.